I don't date my house before. Woman naked for my house when my wife go London. At that point in time, now only God that stays in heaven. And the worst thing will happen that at that time I did work for World Bank project on HIV and AIDS. I get condoms where my driver they sell condom at the time. So I don't tell my driver, I say, please make sure that all the condom, I was angry with him. I say, offload all the condoms in the house because they are not supposed to be sold. And so he offloaded the condoms and lubricants.
But I think my major problem, I should say I think.
Yes.
My major problem was his height. Because I used to tell God I want a tall man, tall man.
I'm not sure though.
I didn't say you're sure.
What God cannot do does not exist. The people where they argue with, should you say what God cannot do does not exist, or what God will not do does not exist? I beg, forge your own and then make your own go viral.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you in the name of our Lord Jesus. How are you doing today? God bless you. I came across this video of Pastor Jerry Eze speaking about his experience and very, very touching experiences. And you will enjoy the video. Honestly, you will enjoy the video. So let us watch it together. I've not finished watching it, so the earlier part of the video that I watched got me captivated, so I decided to get it and so that I could watch it with you. So let us go there as we listen to Pastor Jerry Eze and his wife. They gave this interview to BBC Pidgin, so you're going to hear a lot of Pidgin English. Stay blessed.
My name is Jerry Eze, the convener of New Season Prophetic Prayers and Declaration, NSPPD. I grew up from a very poor home, so my mother was a single parent. But my mama say God tell her, say in handing my life. So my mama no degree see me on the street. Life was hard. Life was really tough. Until one day I went to church and I met a kind couple. And the couple will train me for school. They train me for my secondary school, finish secondary school, train me for university. So now my small story be that. The very first thing I do when I go call work, that's to work for Media House. I used to read news. I did read news way back on BCA. So from reading news, I got a job with the World Bank project on HIV and AIDS. I was a communication specialist, So I do that work small. I can't get another bigger one for United Nations, specifically UNFP, still as a communication specialist and a media person. So now that one what they do when they call of God, call this strong for my body. The people when they talk, the people where they argue with what God cannot do, should you say what God cannot do does not exist, or what God will not do does not exist, make them bring out their own and make they cause their own to go viral. But you see, I don't get time to they argue with people. Is what God cannot do does not exist? Is it? I beg, forge your own and then make your own go viral. But I guess I just address the small one where somebody they talk say there are things where God no fit do. You say what God cannot do, God cannot lie. The Bible say I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I go smoke Igbo.
No.
I go sleep with somebody who no be my wife. But Bible say I can do all. The problem say they know they understand context. So what will they talk say? What God cannot do, everything that is in the nature of God, that what he cannot do does not exist. To whom brain is given, sense is expected. Today happens to be our wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
I married for when I did 24. Because me and I'm already in a relationship, because I meet him when I did final year in the third year, So and I meet him for where I go preach. And so I open mouth that night. So and I tell her, I no get rhyme. I know, how would we say it in Igbo? They do understand. So I no get rhyme. So I just told her, the Holy Ghost say I should marry. I told her God said I should marry you. So and she didn't come out. She ran, come out.
As I ran, I was crying. I cried. I went straight to my friend's room. But I think my major problem, I should say I think.
Yes.
My major problem was his height. Because I used to tell God I want a tall tall man, tall man.
I'm not short though.
I didn't say you're short. No, you are not short. But I wanted a tall man. I wanted a tall man. So that was the first. Hey, he's short. Hey, the thing just didn't make it. The friends I had then, I told them they were jumping. He was like a celebrity in school. But I wasn't happy. So it took me some days to just, chew on it. But when I finally went to pray, immediately I went to pray. I just knew, God just told me, I just knew he was the one. And the things that were in my heart, that made me concerned, I asked God and God just cleared, those doubts. So I came back and met him and told him, I'm ready, let's do it.
I'm not doing it. The journey for this 14 years. Now, my wife captured the journey in the book where she writes, say, I almost ruined my marriage. So the journey no easy.
Anger is a bad thing. Anger is a bad thing. It really affected us. It really affected us, if not for the kind of person that he is. He came from a place where he saw a lot of peace. Everything was just fine. I came from a background where, fighting was normal. It's not like it was normal, but I saw a lot of it, and I saw a lot of raising of voice, shouting. So that was such a challenge because it was draining him. It wasn't draining me, but it was draining him, and it was such a huge challenge because at some point he became so quiet. I knew then, that early time in marriage, whenever he sees me, he just lights up, and all of that. But the more I kept doing this thing, the light left. There was no more light. It was just you're there, you're existing, okay. Anything you want, that kind of thing. So I think that's even when sense started coming back, when I just started discovering that I'm losing this man.
Well, please don't be offended for those of you that wouldn't want me to interject, but what this sister said here may resonate with some of you out there. You see, when she was doing what she was doing, in fact, this is for me an eye-opener, because you may come into a home and you see two different kinds of people. They pray though, it was the will of God though, but orientation, background, may make one misbehave and the other one will be like, am I sure I've not made a mistake? Now, you see, by herself, she said at some point in time, she realized she was losing the man. Now, what she was doing to the man, her kind of behavior that time was draining the man, but to her, it was nothing. She wasn't feeling anything, but that was eating the man up. And the man was becoming moody and isolated and secluded, separated from the woman, separated from the family life, until, well, thank God for her that she realized it when it was not too late. And that's something I've discovered. I found out that women have more capacity to take in some of these things than men do, than men can. Women, seems to have larger capacity for trouble, for quarrel, than most men do. I know that there are some men that are tough, and not really that they are too tough, but the way they carry their own, the way they absorb their own is to go violent and beat the woman. But you see, what the hand of God is in this. And I believe that in as much as we realize where we are at fault and try to make amends from that place, then there will always be a remedy. Now, what would have happened if she hadn't on her own discovered that something was wrong with her? The story may have been a different one by now. So this touched me. I felt like, coming in here, somebody may be watching me that can understand, this is me, this is me. Your husband may be the quiet type and you are the shouting type. And every little thing you nag, you shout at the man. And because the man may not beat you, you are taking him for granted. Because the man may not go violent, you are taking him for granted. And you see the man, you are losing the man. You are losing the man. It is vice versa. So it's not just about the women. It's not just about the women, but I'm talking like this now because a woman is involved. You see that you are losing the man, you are losing the good man that God gave to you, and you think you are a tigress, you think you are the lioness in the house. And even sometimes, some women will think like the man is a coward because he's not reacting the way she is pushing him to, until it becomes too late. May it not be too late for you. Let us keep listening to Jerry Eze and his wife. I just felt like shipping this in. Thank you.
The turning point is when she began to have a deep relationship with God. And I must tell you, it's here. You see this ministry? I don't know how many women who will support me the way my wife has supported. That's the truth. Okay, as a young man, we even be pastor, we do well in ministry, so to speak. How I take no get into all these women side chick nonsense and palaver. They say are they very disciplined? And I don't put parameter in place when no go make it easy. Wherever I go to, I go with a check system in place. So and besides, you get something. You won't make her lose the thing we God they do in my life. You won't make her lose that one not too much treasure. Now no go lay am for the lap of Delilah. I no fit. I no fit. I like when me and God dey. So when I look the thing where they flow from God. Now come and use it just oppose it because they look one side chicken and then everything where they do, every of your anointing they go just disappear for 1 second. Waiting I go tell my generation. And also when you live a very prayerful life, you get some things where fire go generate, where chikaya no go penetrate. I don't date my house before, woman naked from my house when my wife go London. At that point in time, now only God that stays in heaven. And the worst thing will happen that at that time I did work for World Bank project on HIV and AIDS. I get condoms where my driver they sell condom at the time. So I don't tell my driver, I say, please make sure that all the condom, I was angry with him. I say, offload all the condoms in the house because they are not supposed to be sold. And so he offloaded the condoms and lubricant. So you can imagine where somebody don't naked, you look left, see condom and lubricant, waiting they hold you now. But I know say, waiting God go use me during the future. Big pass the pleasure where I won't get now. I'm not gonna lie, say there was no reaction. Do you understand? But I run. I live. I no one think. I no one meditate because that's where the problem is. The problem is not in what you saw. The problem is in what you were meditating on.
Far away that they will remain on us.
Okay, one thing where people don't know about me, they say, I know they like cockroach, especially the flying ones. I know they like.
You don't like it or you're afraid of it.
I don't care.
I don't. But you're afraid of it.
Okay, so I feel leave room for cockroach actually. So I know this. So that's why actually I try to leave. I don't like to see cockroach, even the small one. I know they like see cockroach, and I know they. And I think waiting people don't know. Maybe some people know, but I won't underline now. I get heart for people. People matter, they touch me well.
Well, anyways, thank you very much for being there. God bless you. Temptation will always come. It comes in different shape and in different form. May God give every one of us the strength and the grace to not fall for it. Being conscious of who we are is very, very important. And at times we may not even know what some of us go through and the kind of challenges that we are faced with. But the thing is that God is a faithful God. And as much as we trust Him and keep to His word, He would help us to navigate through the murky waters. Who knows if that woman was sent and probably that one, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of pleasure may be enough to swallow the glory that Jerry Eze is exhibiting today. That's for those who think he is exhibiting glory. There's something happening now. Let me not just go into it. Well, anyway, thank you and God bless you. Let's know what you think about this. I enjoyed the testimony, and more interestingly is that part where the wife took the bull by the horn to save her marriage, realizing she was the one at fault, realizing she was the one that was about to destroy the marriage, and she did what she was supposed to have done. And today, all smiles. Glory be to God. So, let's know what you think about this in the comment section. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Till then, keep smiling, keep living, keep shining, and happy new month. Today is March 1st, 2025. God bless you. See you in the next video. Till then, from me to you, Shalom.